92 Greens E34 here. I got my buddy Logan's farm here, and he has brought me a beer to try. He wants a reaction video, so something tells me this is excellent or terrible. And this is Redbridge gluten-free sorghum beer.
Redbridge or Redbridge?
Redbridge.
Making me think I said it wrong for a second.
Sorghum. I got oil. I got oil on my lens from working on the dew, so that's a little fuzzy. Okay, that's a little better. Redbridge gluten-free sorghum beer, made without wheat or barley. Anheuser-Busch, St. Louis, Missouri. So this is made by the people who make Bud Diesel. Government warning barcode. Here's the cap. This is the same thing. Has nutrition facts. So this is always meaning, whenever you see nutrition facts in a beer, it is not your run-of-the-mill beer. Something is going on with it. 127 calories per 12 ounce, so not worse than a pop. It has water, fermented sorghum, corn syrup, hops, and yeast. So it even has the ingredients, which is uncommon. Brewed and bottled by Anheuser-Busch, St. Louis, Missouri. redbridgebeer.com. Questions, concerns, comments, call this 800 number. It's not more than 3.2 beer. So that's interesting. I didn't even know it was that.
4.40 by volume, though.
Not more than 3.2 by weight, but 4.0 by volume. Oh, okay. But it says, wait a minute though, not more than 3.2 by weight, 4.0 by volume. So that's interesting. It has an Anheuser-Busch logo on the side. Has this custom little freaking whatever the hell that is going on there. You can tell what it is. I'll wipe it off my thumbstick. It's a little more noticeable. Okay.
Budweiser bottles have that too, though, don't they?
I don't know. But
older ones do.
That's pretty much the whole thing. It's a brown bottle. If you hold it up to the light, you can tell that it's pretty neutral color, considering that's a brown bottle. It doesn't change the pigment much. But I don't know. I'm probably not even going to pour it. So I'll have Logan hold it and crack it. Pretty much no hassle, just a little bit. Something's not right there.
You're getting it too.
It smells a lot like Bud Diesel, but there's something going on in there. I don't know. It's not really that bad of a smell. It is definitely different. All right, bottoms up. Enough excuses. Not talking about that. What the fuck is that?
So far, you're about par with exactly what I've been doing with that.
What the fuck is that?
Exactly.
Well, okay. Before you guys get too wrong of an impression, right away, it's not nearly as gross as I thought it would be. But it doesn't taste like beer. Brenda, give this a taste. It doesn't even taste like beer. It's like, well, it tastes like beer at first. Take a drink, and then first you're gonna go ew. They give it a second.
Yuck.
Brenda doesn't like it at all. But now it doesn't finish off like beer though, does it? It's like.
No, it tastes like an orange.
I don't think.
I was thinking it was kind of like a weedy beer to me.
I don't get no citrus to it. No.
I kind of thought, but I think
I only get.
No,
sweet.
I didn't say citrus. I said like an orange.
That'd be citrus.
It's a citrus
Yeah,
fruit.
but it's not like citrus.
See, I kind of said that at first, but then I realized it's more weedy, but it's not wheat. It's the sorghum.
You mean like Tang gets a kick in the glass orange?
Yeah.
I was trying to get just maybe something like that, but it's not citrusy. It's like a sweet, tangy. I don't know, something. it's not tangy like Hurricane either. It's tangy like juice punch. And I get wheat right away at first. It's like a weedy, it's a granular taste. It's not grainy like Grain Belt. It's like has that flavor of like a wheat, Bud Light wheat or whatever at first, or when you first touches your tongue. Then it finishes out like someone poured your beer out of your mouth and replaced it with something else that isn't beer. And I don't know what it is. I don't know. Let me drink some more. Makes for some burps, I guess.
I didn't even get a burp out of it.
It's pretty flat. Tastes like really hard well water. With like Brenda said, some sort of, I don't know if I would go with orange. Like a tangerine almost, but it's not a tangerine. It has that, you know what I'm talking about? It's that really sweet kind of flavor of a tangerine without actually having no flavor of a tangerine. It kind of has that, but it's not sweet either. It's just, like you take up your can of tangerines and you just kind of bite onto it and you kind of got that little bit of squirt of zest in the back of your mouth, but it's not citrusy. I really have a hard time explaining it. I think
I was getting more of like a wheat-like flavor, but it's a sorghum because it's like what it is. Kind of, fuck, I don't even know how to explain it.
Almost flour-y, but it's not. I don't know. It's really strange. Not getting burp again. Maybe I just took in a bunch of air when I first took a sip.
You're handling a lot better than I did. I really didn't like it. I put it as basically the worst thing I've ever drank as a beer form. But I'll leave this up to you on what you think.
Well, and I'm not saying it's great. But as a guy who was really thirsty for beer and couldn't drink any for a while because I've been trying to save it for tonight because I kept on resisting drinking last night because I knew I'd be hungover and wouldn't want to drink tonight, I kind of wanted beer. So, I mean you got to work with that too. But honestly, what does it cost, Logan?
The fuck, it was like $9-10 for a 6-pack.
Okay, so here's how I'm going to put that. Maybe if you and 5 other buddies want to go in and each buy your own bottle, or if you can find this at a bar somewhere where they sell it by the single bottle, and you don't mind throwing away some money, then yeah, try it because it is so different. It's not. I've never had a beer like it. I'm not saying it's good, but not had a beer like it. It's very unique.
It's going to make me scared if I see another one that says it includes those ingredients. And this is from a reputable company such as Anheuser-Busch.
Yeah, well, it's almost a little bit woody. I can't fucking describe it. It's so weird. I have no idea what this sorghum tastes like by itself. So I can't really compare.
It kind of smells like what it tastes like. At least the sorghum seeds do. We've planted sorghum before for deer and pheasants.
That's not people food.
It's not. Well,
wheat and barley is people food.
Well, I take that back because actually one of my subscribers just showed a recipe how to make sorghum cookies. So
okay, and maybe that's it too. I mean, maybe this just isn't your thing, and it's definitely not my thing either. But maybe you just don't like sorghum. I mean, maybe that's like, for example, I don't really like oatmeal. But I kind of do like oatmeal beer. But if a person hated oatmeal, like hated regular oatmeal, they probably wouldn't even like oatmeal beer. So if you hate sorghum, you probably wouldn't like the beer.
Yeah. It's actually better if you just chug her down.
Well, that's by no means the best beer I've ever had. I don't think it's the worst. I think Certified Evil is worse. I think that shit that we had the other day, what the hell was that? So we just had, what was it? Oh, 8-bit.
Oh, yeah, that was
Yeah.
bad. I don't know, I'd almost rather drink 8-bit.
No way, not for me. 8-bit, no, this is gross. This year, I don't know. It's better than most seasonal beers. It's better than most. To me, it's better than most seasonal beers. It's better than most citrus beers, and it's better than most wheat beers. But it's worse than all regular barley beers, in my opinion. I mean, if you just have a regular barley, like
I'd rather have a wheat beer.
I wouldn't.
And I hate wheat beers.
I think I prefer this to any of the wheat beers I've had. But with that said, I fucking hate wheat beers. I hate them so much.
Citrus beers, too.
Citrus beers, too. I hate those two beers with a passion. Anything made with wheat, I don't know. It goes in, there are three, only, well, I'm trying to think of all negative qualities of beer put together. There are certain things that I just don't like about beer. One of them being, let's start with the worst first. Citrus. I hate it when it tastes citrusy, like really, I don't know, citrusy, like Blue Moon's a good example of it, but other beers are actually worse at it, but that flavor I hate. You know, Shock Top is better than Blue Moon about it. It's a different kind of citrusiness, but anything with real citrus flavor, like this year's kind of have a tangerine to it, but it's so mild and minimal, I don't really care. So the second worst thing that I hate is wheat beer. I hate wheat beers. Now, I'm not necessarily saying grainy particularly. I'm really specifically mad at wheat, because Grain Belt's pretty good, and I believe that there's probably some wheat in that, but it's a different kind. It just has kind of that,
It's like how it's made.
it's kind of a furriness on your back of your throat when you're drinking it, but it's not really in the, it doesn't have that flavor. I don't know how to explain it. It has a weedy flavor, but it actually tastes like you're chewing on the straw, not like you got this shit fucking your beer up. There's a little burp. And then the third thing I don't like is when they leave, and you'd think I would because I'm really interested in trying these really weird beers, but I don't really like it when they got the yeast sediment. When you got cloudy beers and the yeast is settling there. Now, I'm not saying that's bad, because I'll drink those. That's you know, like I said, it's like the third worst thing. But it's something I prefer to avoid whenever it's cloudy or has the sediment on the bottom. I don't like that.
It's like they didn't finish before they bottled it.
Right, and they do that on purpose. I don't like skunky beers, but I mean, I'll drink them. I don't like Heineken, for example, really for that purpose. I'd much rather have a Rolling Rock. A lot of green bottled beers really suffer from that, but the less skunky it is, the better. And then you know, that's number 4 on the list. And I'd say number 5, I'll just have a top 5 things I don't like in beer. I don't like